Welcome back to The Wonderful Life. We're Tim and Deanna. Today is day 2 of our trip to Isla Mujeres, Mexico. We're so glad you joined us. Let's go!
Good morning from Isla Mujeres, day 2. We had a good night's sleep last night at the hotel and are up and already at breakfast. We decided to go to a place that we had gone to before. It is called Rooster, and they're only open for breakfast and lunch. And looking forward to it. And the coffee is really good.
I have an iced vanilla latte because it's very early and it's already in the 80s.
So last night we attempted to go to the grocery store, bought a few things. Apparently they don't have any bags on the island, so that was a little bit of a challenge walking back from the grocery store to our hotel. But we managed, and then we were going to go out for a little bit of a walk on the beach last night, but we were just too exhausted from traveling all day, so we decided to stay in and go to bed early. And now we're up bright and early and ready for the day.
There's 2 grocery stores on the island, actually 3 now, but there's one really large superstore about midway across the island. You probably want to taxi there or golf cart it. Within walking distance of Playa Norte is a small grocery store that we went to last night. Very informal, very small selection. We did find, we're in Mexico, we should have gotten Mexican beer, but we're in our comfort zone and got our Michelob Ultra. And we managed to carry a 6-pack of beer, a pineapple, a bottle of wine, a few other grocery items like eggs and bacon back through town to our hotel room, which was an adventure without a shopping bag. So always bring some kind of affordable shopping bag with you. Yeah, the pineapple was the tricky one, and then the sweating.
Yeah, it was the beer. The beer was the tricky one, because it kept, obviously what happened was the beer that I was carrying, a 6-pack, I was carrying it by its handle, and it was cold beer in hot, humid weather, so there was a lot of condensation around the cans, and they started sliding out from the plastic carrier that was holding it, and they went all over the ground. So we had to stop and pick those up and try and make it the rest of the way. It was a little frustrating for me.
Surprisingly, none of the aluminum cans first. That would have been even more of a spectacle, but we were able to collect everything and made it back to the hotel room safely as we could. Whitney Houston cover
in a jazzy. What I do notice is the servers in the restaurant wait out front of the restaurant, and then if they're the ones that seat you, they're the ones that take care of you. So they don't have like a specific hostess or host person up in the front of the restaurant like they do in the United States. The servers are who seat you as well. Thank you.
Pleasure. This is like a component for barrel syrup, right?
Thanks.
This is a little camera?
This is a microphone to that camera.
It follows us around. It's
Come on this side.
Oh my god!
And that was our server trying to figure out what we were doing over here.
We'll get some photos of our food. We could post those. I ordered the oatmeal, which has got a lot of fruit in it, a side of bacon.
Your big bowl of oatmeal.
Yeah,
It's gonna blow up in your belly.
I
ordered the banana bread banana French toast, which is homemade banana bread topped with caramelized pecans, syrup, fresh bananas, maple syrup, and powdered sugar sprinkle. I also have some various other pieces of berries in there, blackberries, blueberries, and strawberries, and then we both ordered a side of bacon.
After breakfast, we took a walk through town to the east side of the island and walked back to our resort along the shoreline across Playa Norte. We'll soon have a video out of our entire walk that'll go into detail of the beaches, resorts, and clubs along the way. After an afternoon at the beach, we ventured out for drinks and a late lunch at a restaurant across from Playa Centro.
Hello, everyone. We are at lunch. After we got done with breakfast, we went back to the hotel and put our suits on and went swimming in the pool for a while, had a couple of beers, went into the ocean on the beach, which is beautiful. We did not record any of that because we weren't sure what we were going to be doing, and we didn't want to have to worry about our camera at the time. And now again, we just kind of like are chilling and walked around. We're close to the centro part of the Playa Norte beach and across the street at a restaurant having a quick lunch and a mango margarita. Ooh. I can actually taste the tequila in this one.
Well, we've learned our lesson after our buy one, get one free margaritas. From here on, we're specifying the brand of tequila. So
I woke up with a headache this morning from the buy one, get one free margaritas last night. As tasty as they were, not the best tequila. So
this is a little restaurant that we visited 6 years ago when we came with our kids. It looks right out on Centro Beach, so it's a pretty crowded area down below, but up here it's right next to a resort with a pool. It's a little quieter. Just don't let the music fool you. They do have live entertainment here from time to time.
Yeah, under a little rooftop because it was drizzling a couple minutes ago, but there's a really nice breeze coming off of the ocean, and we are just relaxing.
It's a really big tequila sunrise as opposed to the little margaritas that we got last night.
I have a little margarita here, but it's very good. The weather today is about, well, my watch says 84, partly cloudy. Like I said, there was a little bit of rain a little while ago, but it was just a drizzle, and now the sun is back out.
Yeah, at our resort, Ixchel, there's a little bar right next to the swimming pool called Halak, and we got our free margaritas there. Then we switched over to beer for the afternoon at the pool and spent a little time out on the water. The water in the pool is almost bath water. The water out in the ocean is, or I guess that would be in the sea, is almost like a heated swimming pool.
Yeah. I'd say it was a little bit cooler than a heated swimming pool. It was very refreshing.
Yeah, really no seaweed to speak of, like on other parts of the island, because I think the north side is harder for it to land upon.
And honestly, it wasn't really that busy. There were quite a few boats that were out, like by the sandbar. And I completely forgot how shallow the water is here. Really, I mean, we were like pretty far out, and the water was still only up to my shoulders, probably. I was able to stand, and I'm 5'5", so.
A lot of the boats are anchored just off the beach, and even out there 100 yards from the beach, people are still standing on sandbars, so it's very shallow water.
That's nice.
Yeah, there was live entertainment a little while ago. It just packed up, and now it's just a DJ.
So we kind of missed the lunch hour is what we did, because it's 3:25 now.
And a lot of people who come here for the day from Cancun are already packing to head back to the mainland.
Yeah.
Yeah, the actual name outside is Penguinos,
that's right.
like penguins. There's 2 restaurants right alongside there attached. So this is more the sports bar area that's attached to the resort. The formal restaurant isn't quite open yet, and they have a big statue of a penguin.
But the restaurant name is where we get the food from. So obviously, I think this is just all part of the same resort. And even though we're in the bar area, we got 2 separate menus when we sat down. One was the name of the bar, which I think was Rudy's, and then the restaurant, which was Penguinos. Yes.
We're a little out of place. We don't have our swimsuits on. A lot of people come straight from the Playa Centro over here, maybe in a cover-up, but we had time to clean up after we went to the beach and the pool and shower and change. Doesn't mean we're not still going back to the pool and the beach, but
no, we'll definitely be going back to the pool. It's very relaxing at our place, the resort. They have their own servers going back and forth from the beach and the pool area, so just charge everything to our room, which is nice. And the prices are actually very reasonable, probably more reasonable than in town. So far, all of the restaurants that we have been to have been non-smoking, which I love. Oh, seriously. There's signs everywhere that say non-smoking.
Yeah, so here we are. We are what's called Ruta 15 Bar, which is right next door to Penguinos.
Right.
And they probably share the same kitchen.
That would be my guess.
Looks like they offer like a to-go drink.
I'm sure they do.
Service.
They don't seem to care if you're walking with open alcohol here. That's the one thing that I've noticed so far is you can walk with open alcohol, not like on the streets of Chicago where we're from. So definitely a change. So technically you can go to the store or a convenience store and buy your own alcohol and really just like walk with it and you'd still be fine. So one thing that we did do this morning after breakfast is we did walk over to the Citibank, thinking that maybe we can convert our US dollars to Mexican pesos. However, the bank was closed. So we actually just used the ATM and got more pesos out, and we're keeping our cash or our US dollars in the safe at the hotel.
A little bit of an adjustment. When we left Chicago, the rate was 16 or something in that neighborhood, and now it's 17, or at least it was as of Friday. And everywhere we've been, it's been slightly different. Using a credit card for breakfast, we didn't have to worry about that.
Yeah, well, our bank, I know that they'll do whatever the conversion rate is. They're usually pretty good with the exchange rate. So if we can use a credit card, we try to do that versus actually paying with cash. But I guess if you're going to a side vendor or just buying something small at the store or just buying something, like I said, from a street vendor, cash would probably be better. So, and the pesos would be much better. They prefer. I tried offering our server this morning, who was amazing, by the way. Rooster was the restaurant we went to, and Isaac was our server, and I give him 2 thumbs up because he was very attentive and extremely knowledgeable and very friendly. I tried offering him $10 in US cash, and he said that he would prefer us just to add in our tip onto our credit card instead of me giving him cash, which again, we didn't have pesos yet because we got in late yesterday afternoon and really didn't want to go to the bank after we got in because it was so late in the afternoon. So but I have to admit, it is very difficult to try and figure out how to tip, even though I guess a lot of people say not to tip because it's all kind of like this is what they do. But coming from the US, that's kind of in our culture, and I always like to give money to, or an additional tip to people who do a fantastic job with service. So, food for lunch. Chicken nachos, which look like all white meat, and we went with the fried shrimp tacos this time instead of the grilled, which is what I had last night, and we are sharing.
A lot of times we each order our own entrees, and we're finding that the portions are so large that we can't finish, and we really don't want to bring a whole lot back to our refrigerator at our resort. So from here on in, we'll share, and if there's not enough, we'll just order more.
So leave a comment below if you have any other experiences and what you think is for portion size and or what restaurants you like here on the island. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Those are good.
Very
different than what we're used to, but very good. Oh, he's bringing plates. Good.
It's telepathy.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Do you need anything else? Just a drink.
Just a drink. Thank you.
Uh-oh, we dropped the recording pad.
Oh my gosh. And it's all white meat chicken. Not crazy spicy. Wow. I'm actually very surprised. Black salsa pico de gallo. So you would think because this is on the main strip that this restaurant would be a little more expensive, but honestly it's much cheaper than where we were for dinner last night. All of the bars and restaurants we've been to so far really kind of focus and cater to the Americans. They've got college football on right now, the Ohio State and Indiana game. In our room, we've been watching American movies. Like this afternoon, we were able to catch a little bit of Under the Tuscan Sun, which is one of our favorite movies. In English, it wasn't even dubbed in Spanish, so far so good. So the nachos that we ordered, as I'm spilling my food, are actually a little different from what we would expect in the U.S. for nachos. You got your tortilla chips, probably some Chihuahua cheese, black beans, and the chicken on top. rock glasses. And now I got 2 of these, which seemed to me like it's still the same size, but he said that it's 2 for 1. So maybe I hit happy hour at 4 o'clock. I have no idea. Tim might have to help me with some of this.
Not to lead you to believe that I'm getting drunk every day. I have an odd condition where I can drink as much tequila as I'd like, and I don't really get intoxicated by it, knock on wood. Up until now, I have kind of a immunity to tequila. So
I think that needs to be cut. You do not need to be saying that.
I could drink tequila until you don't like that.
You don't go telling the world.
Tell the world that I am immune to tequila.
No.
No, you don't think that's
My
appropriate?
friends, yeah, but not the world.
The world doesn't need to know that I have a superpower.
You have superpower.
We decided to walk back to our resort after lunch for more time relaxing by the pool, followed by a romantic sunset on the beach. But first, we had to walk past the many shopkeepers and restaurant hosts vying for our business along the way. We then had an especially relaxing end to day 2 as the sun set into the sea. Thanks so much for watching our videos. If you're at all entertained or enlightened, please click the like button and subscribe to our channel. Keep an eye out for our Day 3 video coming soon. Until next time, keep living the wonderful life.